What's up, y'all? Welcome to Girl Therapeutic. It's your home of therapeutic girl talk. And today, I lost it. We are talking about, I guess relationships. All right. But listen, here's the question. If your best friends hate your significant other, would you dump them? Why or why not? I saw this on the Skin Deep page. If y'all heard of them, it's really good. You gotta check out their channel. But yeah, they say if your best friends hate your significant other, would you dump them or not? Why or why not?
I would.
If you're best friends? Okay.
If my best friends, like all of them, don't like him, obviously they're probably seeing something that I'm not seeing. I think sometimes when relationships are new, we get so wrapped up in the newness of it, and sometimes we want to see what we want to see. But if nobody likes this man, it may be a red flag, because you may have situations where maybe like one friend may not like this certain part of him, like, oh, I don't really like, he kind of annoying when he do, you know, stuff like that. But if none of your friends like him, and especially for me, most of my friends outside of y'all are family, so it's definitely a no, because they definitely see stuff that I don't see.
I want to clarify now, and we're talking about, like, we know for sure these are my friends. They're not fake friends. They're not jealous friends. We're talking about strictly best friends.
They're your best friends.
You know.
Same. I probably would, simply because later down the line, they probably like called it, and they know you best or very well, if that makes sense. Maybe not instantly or like immediately, but like I'm definitely peeping game. Like, okay, I'm like, I'm not just brushing it off the shoulder. Like, oh no, I need to figure out why,
Yeah.
like something's off. So I definitely think that, yeah, I probably would, especially too if like the guy wasn't meshing with my friends.
Yeah,
because that's really important to me.
They're not going nowhere. So
yeah, exactly. Like if you're not, my friends, if they're like, I don't want to be around you, something was off about this man, I'm like, okay, let me take heed to that. And it brings me to sisters. Because I don't know if y'all watch Sisters on BET, but on there, Karen, Andy, like Andy's relationship, she's with somebody who is a textbook narcissist with trauma. But her friends called it, like they can't stand him, like cannot stand him. And come to find out, like everything that they called came to pass. Like he's crazy. But Miss Andy,
She done got
engaged. She went back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But her friends actually knew her. They called it. They were like, no, you probably need to go ahead and let that go. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think it's something that, I guess it's that outside looking in. And I think what you were pointing to is like knowing the friends who are bringing the opinions to you. Like they're not hating, or it's not like any malicious intent. Like it's pure as far as what if your friend, it's like how do I say this, what if the person is like different than what your friends know that you want? So it's like, you know what, we don't dislike him, but like
that's not what you
that's
talked
really
about.
not what you talked about.
It doesn't seem like you, and maybe you're settling.
Now if my friends bring that, because like I said, sometimes you just get into the groove of things, like this is new, but then sometimes you do have to remember, girl, you asked God for this, and then you got this can't possibly really be what you want. So I guess you would take that in consideration. I probably, you know what, I'm just over wasting time. So if my people see something that I'm trying to ignore, and oftentimes I feel like it's stuff that you thought about too, or you may have seen too, but then somebody else just comes along and say, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, that is true, I've just been ignoring it. Just let it go.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I think
Especially if it's not what you really want.
Exactly.
Because you don't have to settle. I don't think we have to settle.
There's a difference between being open to new stuff and completely changing what you know
you want.
True, that is true to you and what you want. Like, because God will give you something that may not look exactly like you want, and maybe, you know, the difference in what you wanted is actually better. But it's different when it's actually completely opposite. It's not really serving you. It's just kind of like,
yeah.
Are you sure you're comfortable with this kind of thing? So yeah, that's a good one right there though, because you don't think about that. Like, what if you get into a situation that's just totally opposite, all because you want that person, or you know, you think that's the right thing and it's just not.
Yeah. And
your friends are trying to tell you, like, this has never been you.
Yeah.
Are you really receptive to that though?
I think it takes time.
I was just about to say, from experience, I don't think that it's something that I'm just like, oh, let me take heed to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, it's in the back of my mind.
I think it depends on if you've gone through it. I think once you've gone through it and you kind of ignored your friends in the beginning, the next time it happens, if it happens again, I think you'll receive it a little better, and you'll probably act quicker.
Yep. I think at the end of the day, though, like deep down, when we peep it in, and we be knowing, like we be knowing, and when our friends say it, it's just like, why you like why you do it? Like, you couldn't just let me like continue to stay in it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's not what's best for us, and that's what friends are for.
Yeah, and it's just a waste.
It is.
You waste so much time that you could be spending, even if it's not in another relationship, that you could be spending on getting to know yourself.
Yep.
So you actually know, this is what I really want. So if something else comes differently, it's like, no, I'm actually not interested.
Okay, well, what if the opposite? What if your man don't like your friends?
That has happened to me in the past, not with my husband, but that has happened to me in the past.
When you don't like the friends?
Yeah. I think it depends. It depends on him, and it depends on who he talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if it's like, if you got you know, I hate the term good man, but if you got you found your person.
Wow, you hate if it's a good man,
but not like that term. It's a good man. If you got your person, right? They know what's best for you, and they call out a friend, and you're like, I don't know about that. I'm gonna probably listen to my man. But if I got somebody like dude from Sisters, oh, my baby, he's so cute.
Why do you like that?
Dude from Sisters who was a little crazy. He wants to isolate, somebody. That's a different story.
That's a different story.
Because that means you're trying to he's trying to take you away from your source that can actually keep you grounded and sane, keep you accountable for not settling for certain stuff. So I think it just depends. But me personally, because I'm claiming that, I'm receiving that, my person, if my man is like, I don't know about that friend, you might want to watch certain stuff, I'm gonna be like, you know what, babe?
You're right.
You're probably right.
Yeah. If it's your person, because I agree, that's what I was thinking as far as like isolating. And sometimes if it's the wrong person, they try to do that to kind of control your influences, because they want to be the major influence in your life. But I think if it's the right person, they'll be able to give you feedback as to why. Like, have you noticed when you do this, she does that? Have you noticed when you're winning, she's not as excited? Just small stuff like that your person would be able to notice. You can take that into consideration. But if it's somebody that you know, okay, long term, you're not even going to be around, you're just trying to control the situation, I think those factors kind of weigh on what you choose to do.
Yeah. It just depends.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all hope to have great friends, a great man who know us well, who can kind of help us discern certain stuff. So I think it's very important in those relationships to pay attention, because they're kind of like the outside looking in, whereas you're in the thick of it. You may have blinders on, so
even with friendships,
even with friendships, for sure.
I agree. But I'm dumping my man if nobody likes him. Okay, that's fine. We will not continue to move forward.
So family too.
Yeah. Because I mean, outside of you guys, like I was just telling my parents this the other day, I'm like, I don't have friends outside of family other than y'all, which y'all are basically like family. So yeah, if my family is not, and as close as I am to my family, if they don't like you, you're just not gonna be around, because I'm not gonna be uncomfortable around my people because they all like, listen,
they see
nice.
something that you don't.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not messing up the relationships with my parents, my siblings, my sisters, my aunts, my uncle. We not doing that for nobody who been around for 2 minutes.
What if his family don't like you?
Bye.
Yeah, now
I'm not gonna be uncomfortable.
I don't care. Like, bye.
Yeah, like okay, because at the end of the day, if the purpose of us being together is to be together forever, and your family doesn't like me, I don't want you to be uncomfortable, because if my family don't like you, you're gone. Right. So I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation.
Especially if I know that I'm genuine in the relationship and y'all just don't like me. I don't got time for that.
And maybe I don't like
Maybe the feeling is mutual.
And if the feeling is mutual, I definitely don't want to be in that position, because I'm not gonna be miserable my whole life. Like, I'm not going to family events because I don't want to see, you know, cousin and them.
Are there situations where like the family just may be like, or friends just may be like toxic, and they don't like the fact that maybe, you know, they're with somebody who brings the best out of them?
An example of that to me is, I don't think I watched this, but Real Housewives of Potomac. If y'all watch that, there's a lady on there. Her name is Wendy. Her husband, they're both of African descent, right? She is a like, not a news reporter, but like a commentator, news commentator, a professor, very established. He's a lawyer. So, you know, they do well for themselves, right? But his mom, like, almost to an extent disowned him because he married her. And it went down to, like, tribal things, I guess. Even though they're in the U.S. But he was like, this is my wife. Like, I love her. I'm going to marry her. So the mom, his sister, his dad, like, they did not attend the wedding. They have 3 kids, I think. Never seen any of the grandkids or something like that. Like, I think in one of the new episodes this season, this was the first time that he had talked to his mom, and it was like a real short, you know, conversation, whatever. But yeah, he chose in that instance, in that situation. And of course, Wendy, his wife, is very, like, even emotional when it comes to him, because she's like, I realized he did all that for me because he wanted me that much.
And I think in that instance, I'm not about, if I knew this was the love of my life, this was the person for me, and his family was just tripping, they was on one, I'm still probably gonna, you know, be with my man, because at the end of the day, like, what do they say? You leave, you know, your mother and father to cleave. Okay, bye. I don't gotta talk to your family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like, enhance the bitterness that they have towards me, but at the same time, I'm not gonna not marry the person that God has sent my way because your family crazy.
But he also, I think it can also bring up the conversation whether there's going to be any resentment, right? Because I want you, I love that you chose me. But, and I don't think he doesn't resent his wife for it. I think who he resents the most is his mom and his family, because he's like, why can't you choose your son over, like, this whole tribal crap?
Right.
But I don't want to call it crap, because I do get the importance, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't understand why they couldn't see past that to, like, be there in support of he and his wife. It's
something more than
and they've been married for many years.
See,
I'm not
let that go.
With that.
That's too much.
I honestly, for me personally, I'm praying that God never puts me in that situation, because I'm not doing it. Like, I wouldn't want you to lose out on your family or the relationships that you've built for me, and because I'm not going to do it for somebody else. Like, my people are going to have to accept you. I'm going to have to be accepted by your people, or it's just not going to work, because that's uncomfortable to me. Because I'm going to feel bad. Like, if you gave all that up and not that you don't want somebody that loves you enough to be willing to do that, but I wouldn't want to put somebody in a position to where they have to make that decision, because I'm gonna feel bad. Like, I'm not gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna want to have a relationship with my spouse's family. Not, they don't even want to see me, they don't want to see the kids. I'm not dealing with that. That's stressful. Because even if you don't deal with it on a daily basis, that thought is always in your head. And it can kind of make you move differently with certain like, I'm not doing that. There's no
See,
way.
when it comes to that
seems
scenario,
stressful.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle. Because I'm almost to where, okay, well, if you say forget them, then forget them. No, but then I'm also
thinking about him.
Whereas, like, okay, I don't want to put you in this position, but I think also there's so much that goes into that, because then what is your history with your family, right? Because the truth of the matter is everyone does not have
that close.
And
I do. That's why it's like I wouldn't be able to do that. There's no way I would be able to do it. Now, if it's a situation, and that's kind of I don't want to say it's a red flag, but if you don't have a relationship with like your mom and dad, if they're still around, that's kind of weird to me. But I think that's because how I'm raised.
Well, I just feel like there's so many issues that people have, like, and a lot of things, whether it's, I don't know, abuse, or it's you know, your parents being manipulative, or whatever the case may be, where people are like, okay, I don't hate my parents, but I'm not dealing with
that. That would be different. But if it's like how I am with my people, I'm not gonna ask you to let that go, because I ain't gonna do it. I love my people. But if it is a situation where your parents have been manipulative, abusive, and things of that nature, like y'all said, toxic, then okay, we're gonna go ahead and move forward. But if not, I wouldn't want to ruin a special relationship that somebody has with their parents.
Yeah, you won't be the cause of that.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah. Drop down in the comments and let us know if your friends, your best friends, did not like your significant other. Are you staying? Are you leaving? Why or why not? Okay.
I'm saying bye-bye.
If your family didn't like your significant other, what is it? You staying? You leaving? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Girlapeutic. And yeah, we'll see you next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I was about to say something about commenting.
Share the video.
Yeah. Like, comment.
Real quiet.
Comment. Listen, let me tell you why you need to comment. You need to comment because we are putting out content consistently, okay? And what we just want to make sure that the content that we are putting out, you guys love, and it's what you want to hear. Now, we do get feedback a lot, but we want to see it down in the comments.
Especially if you know us. Because y'all sure be commenting on these strangers that y'all never met. But y'all know us and won't even say, hey, love the video.
You know what?
You know
and y'all be liking it. Why not put a little comment on there? I see the like.
Enjoy the content. Keep it up, ladies. Even though some of y'all, I appreciate the support, because some of y'all are consistent.
Y'all are consistent.
Y'all tell
we love y'all.
Or we get it in person, or we get it in DMs. But yeah, let us know in the comments on the video. That also helps circulate the video too.
We get it
we'll see y'all next time.
We'll see y'all.
We ain't going off.
We love y'all. We appreciate the support that y'all do give. We just want a little more.